All right, half a day sports fans, we have your very own Zach Banner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Zach, thanks for joining us once again here at GSPN.
No, I'm kidding. I was gonna act like I was kidding. Hey, what's up, man? How are you, Pat?
You almost had us there with the technology freeze there.
Almost
Good
right.
one.
So I'm gonna hit you with the.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, nice. Hey, congratulations making the 53-man roster once again with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone's excited here in Guam. Um, but, it didn't come easy. You worked your ass off. Going back to last season, we talked about it. Tell us about how that conversation went at the end of 2018 season. And then what did you do in the offseason?
I mean, it was just basically just routine. My mother tells me, she's been telling me since high school, whenever there's ups and downs or trials, she always says, get back in your routine and stay in your routine. Lock yourself away, focus on you, focus on yourself, focus on your mind, your body, your spirit, and also, obviously nutrition, which is part of the body, but that was the main part. I had a goal this off season of being 345 or lower by camp, and I did it. And that's weighing in at 340. That's 80 pounds that I've lost since January after my rookie season. The last time I was there, and if you look at the pictures and everything, I mean, it's night and day. So my body, the way I play, my health, just overall anything, man. And that was just the main focus. And Coach T asked me in the middle of the season last year. He said, "Hey, what do you plan for this offseason?" He brought me in, and I said, "Nothing. Why, Coach?" He said, "I really think you should get a house out here and stay out here in the offseason and train here, train with the coaches, make sure your nutrition routine's on correct." So I got in touch again with my boy Tim Karen. I mean, it's kind of the same thing we've been doing since January, but we constructed a plan and we executed. So shout out to Tim on that, aka T-Bone. That's the guy I tag in all the time on Instagram on my nutritional stuff, not only to hold me accountable and a little bit of promotion of his plan, but he never asked for that. He really just cares about me, cares about my success, and now it's legit. It's I'm not really, it's a blessing to make the 53-man roster, but since the beginning of camp, I'm really not. My mindset has been not make the roster, but be a starter. So it's really pleasing that we've taken steps towards that process.
So we're after the summer, huge sacrifice. I don't think many people understand the sacrifice you put yourself through this off season. You decided to stay in Pittsburgh to work with the team. You didn't go back to Canada.
It was cold, Pat. It was cold.
Yeah,
it was cold as heck.
And you didn't even come back to Guam. You wanted to come back to Guam. You had an offer to be part of the liberation festivities, and you focused. You said no to all of that.
Right. And with that though, that hurt the most, not being able to make it out, because I have made a declaration that I am going to come out at least once or twice a year in the off season and throw my annual camp. It hurts that I wasn't able to do that for the kids this year, but that's why I put that video and I sent it to you and the other media outlets on the island. I truly felt like the sacrifices that I made in this off season were towards the goal of making you guys proud. And it was the hardest part wasn't the nutrition. It wasn't the waking up and working out, because that's part of my regimen. That's been my whole life. That's the reason why we're here. That's my job. I think the hardest part was saying no and not coming out there to see you guys and the kids especially, and just to be around the family and the island. I mean, that hurt the most. That was probably the most painful thing to do this off season, but I think it was well worth it.
Hey, but to pass time, I mean, those who follow you on Instagram know how much you are into FIFA games, and so I'm sure that helped out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, all I've been doing is working out, eating right, working out again, and playing video games. So, I mean, I can't complain about anything. It's definitely living a blessed life, and just taking care of my body. I mean, that's just the main. That's really been the main focus, is focusing on me, and best decision I could ever make.
So what are you, top 100 in, what is it, North America in FIFA?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm like top like 300 in 300 something in the world, and in the like top 100 in North and South America.
So is there like more trash talking in FIFA video games than on the football field?
There's no trash. I have my mic on, but I really only have it. Look, I'm a gamer. I have it on me. I don't even have my wallet on me, but I have my headset on me. And, I have it on for the surround sound. I rarely talk to anybody. And then also the competitive league that I play in all the time, Foot Weekend League. You have to. Well, Foot stands for FIFA Ultimate Team. You have to like get in a chat with somebody to talk to them. So that way I don't have to listen to these little kids and hopefully grown men, but mainly kids that I'm beating every week. I hope there's some grown men in the mix. I'll be feeling bad.
And let's go back to football. The Zach Banner rookie that came out of USC and got drafted by the Colts. What would you tell that young man just a couple of years ago today?
Keep your head up. The trials and tribulations for me to get to the Steelers was well worth it. It's an environment that I'm appreciated in. It's an environment that I'm pushed. If you show me that you want me, I'm going to give you my all. And what I would say is that's a blessing, but it's also a curse, because the mindset that got me to the point where I was overweight and I was out of shape was just painful. I was thinking about, I wasn't woe is me. I wasn't complaining out loud. I was just putting all my emotions into food. That's it. I never changed my personality. I've never been an excuse maker or a comfort seeker. I don't need people to comfort me. What I mean by that is that for the first time since I was at USC, when I got here for the Steelers, and until now and continuing from now, I am back to loving football. I'm back to loving myself. I'm loving the process. I'm buying in. It's hard for me to cheat on my diet because it's not part of my routine. So I'm extremely happy.
That's awesome. Hey, everyone knows that you've got an all-pro offensive line with Marcus Pouncey and Villanueva and those big boys, right? You shared with me last season how you guys get together once a week. What can you share about the camaraderie with those guys and how strong that is?
Yeah, I mean, the brotherhood is no joke. There's a reason why we're the best offensive line in the NFL, and that's because we play for one another and we play next to each other. You know, it's like a fist, literally like a fist. 5 fingers, right? If one guy is out of the fist, it's not complete. But when all 5 of us are together, and those who, you know, support the wrist like me and back up the team and back up the offensive line, we all have to bring it every single week. And that's what makes us successful. It is the camaraderie, is the, you know, just dinners and the hanging out outside the field, but also the ass we kick on the field during practice and in games puts us in preparation. And that environment, just being blessed to be a part of that environment and be around those guys, that's what helped push me to the next level. And, you know, we still need to climb. You know what I mean? I have a lot more goals.
You mentioned that in your rookie season that there was that difference between college and the pros. In college, you guys hung out all the time, you know, but in the NFL, once you're done with practice, you go home. So is it almost like that college feeling where as much as you guys hang out?
Yeah, I mean, literally, I mean, we're stuck in Pittsburgh, so I'm not saying stuck in Pittsburgh like it's a crappy city. There's just not as much things as you would think. And with that being said, you got to make the most of it. So fishing, there's a lot of good things to be doing in terms together. But when you're by yourself, it can get pretty lonesome. So a lot of things to do outdoors, a lot of things to do indoors with each other. I mean, it's just it's fun stuff.
Cool. All right. So moving forward, you know, I think everyone was talking about, all the critics were talking about your weight. Now you've accomplished that. You put that back out there. You look good. You feel good. What's the next thing as far as your development that you think you need to do to take it to the starting role?
Keep working and stay ready. The opportunity will come. There's a lot of things in the future in terms with this team that they want to use me for, and that's exciting. I'm most excited about the process continuing and not stopping, because all this grounds that I've gained, like I said, I'm not playing to make the roster anymore. I'm playing to be a starter. So that is in the NFL. So that is something that I have a huge goal for, and you just got to keep striving for it. I mean, you really have to stay focused. The plan is the simple. It's the same thing you've been doing on offseason. That routine that we talked about that I started off with, keeping that and rising to the occasion when my number is called.
Cool, my brother. Hey, real quick. So, what's your plans for Guam and what you're gonna do? We did the backpack thing with DL Perez Elementary. That was a huge success. Thank you very much to the B3 Foundation.
No worries.
So, what's next? Do you have plans for that?
Yeah, I mean, the annual camp will happen. There's a couple of different things that we can plan as an organization. We need to get together now that camp's over and I have more time to talk to my organization. We'll sit down as a board of directors and talk and plan and discuss. And then, the roster of players that I plan on bringing out. There's so many plans that we have, but it would be wrong for me to announce anything right now. But definitely in the off season, very close to the beginning, after hopefully we win a Super Bowl, that coming out there to the island and showing my love and gratitude and being out there and working with the kids and just working with the people and saying hi and showing face, eating good food, not too much good food so I don't lose my job, but just continuing to do the same things and that we've always done. But nothing's announced yet. Everything's still going to be a surprise, but I will announce.
Awesome, my brother. Hey, congratulations once again, Zach Banner making the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at that smile, and that's not a technical.
Not as fat as my face used to be. I do need to line up and you know what I mean. I'm trying to get out the camp, but my hair is flawless. That bounce is great. Yours is too, Pat. Honestly, I can see the curls from here. Good job. Keep it up.
Tell us about the hair. I mean, what's up with the hair? Are you going to grow it even longer, or what's
it's going to keep going. Yeah, it's going to keep going. No stopping.
Yeah, Alex likes it.
Oh, she loves it.
Awesome. We love you. Hey,
love you too, man.
By the way, we've got a lot of football fans out there, especially in the Bay Area. They're looking forward to you coming out. So look out for the Guam players out in San Francisco.
Heck yeah! And you know what? DM me if you're able to bring me in the offensive line some Fiesta food. If not, stay away. No, I'm kidding. Say hi, but no, seriously.
Listen to that, Statesiders. Hey, all you Statesiders out there, DM Zach Banner.
DM me. We played 3 West Coast games. We played Bay Area, San Fran. We play in LA, and we play in Phoenix. And if you're in any other away game cities and you can pull up, I'll always love some lumpia and some stafao or barbecue ribs or whatever you got.
Oh shoot! What about the Kelligwin, man? You want some, or you waiting for tissues?
I will keep a personal jar of Kelligwin to myself and sleep with it at night.
There you go, Zach Banner, Pittsburgh Steelers, right here on GSPN. Peace out.